Hello everybody, I'm Joy and welcome back to Sustainable Jungle, where we share sustainability tips, tricks, hacks, products, brands and stories to better our planet. And today we're talking about a chore that literally dominates my life. Yes, laundry. It is one of the few constants, and I have to admit that sometimes I just want to scream when I see another load ready for washing. And this rinse and repeat is the Groundhog Day that I will never ever escape. Although I am currently washing reusable diapers for my 2.5-year-old, so at least those days are numbered. Anyway, let's put a positive spin on this heinous household activity. How to do laundry day sustainably, or at least a little bit more sustainably. At least what a more eco-friendly, zero-waste laundry process looks like. Let's start with the actual laundry detergent product that you should be using, since it's where you can really make or break your eco-laundry efforts. This comes down to deciding what a zero-waste, non-toxic or low-tox, sustainable, eco-friendly, insert whatever related term you like, laundry detergent powder, liquid, tablet should look like. First, let's start with ingredients. Obviously, you want a laundry detergent that's actually going to work, but you also don't want it to have a super negative impact on the environment or your own body. So ideally, it should include non-toxic and plant-based ingredients. So sustainable laundry detergents use biodegradable ingredients that completely break down into water, CO2, and biomass within a reasonable time frame, so typically under a year, ensuring no long-term pollution to waterways or harm to aquatic life. On the flip side, non-toxic laundry detergents avoid synthetic chemicals like parabens, phthalates, phosphates, and chlorine bleach, which are related to health issues, contribute to water pollution, eutrophication, and harm aquatic life and the environment in general. Not ideal. The formula should also be vegan and cruelty-free, so no animal-derived ingredients and no animal testing. That's just a non-negotiable. Certifications from these organizations like Leaping Bunny, PETA, and Choose Cruelty-Free are big green flags here. And palm oil is one that we prefer not to see, but if it is, the brand should opt for RSPO certified, where it provides at least some surety that it minimizes environmental impact and supports sustainable farming practices. Okay, and then there's packaging, which is a big feature. Low waste or zero waste laundry detergent packaging is the gold standard. Think naked bars, compostable paper sacks, reusable glass, and recyclable metal containers. All these things that emphasize the elimination of plastic waste. There are brands that still use plastic, but in our opinion are still considered zero waste or low waste if they have a take-back program or a refill program, especially if they support local refill stations. And as for the hot mess of a topic, PVA, I'll go into that in just a bit. Now, ethical practices and manufacturing are important. So that's the sourcing of materials, and manufacturing processes should be transparent and fair and sustainable. Of course, complete oversight over this is very tricky to manage, but most brands, especially larger brands, should at least have proper control and oversight over their tier 1 suppliers. And lastly, something that is a nice to have but not an expectation is charitable initiatives or giving. We love brands that go the extra mile by contributing to social or environmental causes. So that sums up a sustainable, eco-friendly and low-waste laundry detergent in the abstract. And I'll get to some of the really good real-life examples of this that I've tried and can recommend, but first let's chat about PVA or PVOH. Tricky topic. So Lyle actually did a long form video on this, which I'll link to below. But for those of you who don't know what this little ingredient is, it's a type of plastic or water-soluble biopolymer derived from petrochemicals that some brands use as a transparent coating or covering that you would have seen on laundry pods and liquids and sheets, because it's flexible, chemically resistant, and has low toxicity, and it also creates an effective oxygen barrier. So the main concern with PVA is its biodegradability. So while PVA can technically biodegrade completely in water, it needs very specific conditions and time, including the presence of certain enzymes and microorganisms. These conditions are rarely met in standard wastewater treatment processes. So recent studies have shown that over 75% of PVA in the US is not being properly treated and ending up in waterways, contributing to annual pollution of around 8,000 tons of microplastics. And we all know that microplastics are the antithesis of natural, so despite being marketed by some companies as biodegradable and eco-friendly, the reality is that PVA still contributes to plastic pollution. So how do we square this off with within the realm of laundry detergent? So on one hand, PVA provides a more environmentally friendly option compared to conventional plastic packaged chemically laden laundry detergents. And on the other hand, it's not a truly zero waste laundry detergent solution due to its lack of biodegradability, which causes environmental issues. So choosing, for example, laundry detergent sheets which use PVA depends on your level of compromise, i.e. convenience and reduced overall plastic use versus the conventional plastic jugs and toxic ingredients. If you don't have access to brands using refill programs or similar solutions, then we'd say PVA-based products can still be seen as the lesser evil. Having said all that, there's a lot of research going into this, so hopefully we'll have a cleaner, more sustainable, innovative solution in the shorter term. And in the meantime, I'm going to share 3 brands with you that I use and recommend. None of them are perfect, but they all have trade-offs, and you can figure out what works best for you based on your values. So FYI, this is not a sponsored video. We've previously received samples from a couple of these brands, but ultimately we wouldn't still be using them if they weren't actually effective for us. So first up is etee. This is etee, a truly zero-waste plastic brand, well, a low-waste plastic brand that focuses on creating sustainable, eco-friendly products designed to reduce the environmental footprint of everyday items. They stick to natural, organic ingredients and packaging materials that are either compostable, biodegradable, or reusable. The brand aims to offer practical, zero-waste alternatives to conventional products. And their product range includes personal care items, home cleaning solutions, along with things like beeswax, food wraps, reusable bags, and biodegradable dish soap pods. We've tried a bunch of these, including their facial moisturizer, which I love, facial cleansers, SPF cream, all of which come in these compostable beeswax chrysalis pods. There's other videos that show those, they're very cool. And as for their detergent, they offer one type of unscented, concentrated, zero plastic laundry detergent powder that absolutely justifies its place in our laundry cupboard. It costs $32 USD and has up to 128 loads. Unlike laundry detergent pods, the powder is super concentrated and completely plastic, sulfate, and paraben free. 1 teaspoon per load does the trick for me, mostly, for everyday grubby washes, including those daycare clothes that come covered in all kinds of who knows what. But at the end, at the same time, it's gentle enough that it doesn't destroy our clothes and leave a toxic residue. The laundry powder bag that comes in features a biodegradable lining, which is made by a company called Tech Pack. It's important to note that this does not mean this packaging is compostable. It simply biodegrades in a landfill or in the ocean with no toxic remains at the end of the process. And there's more to it than that, so you may want to have a read of TechPack's website to understand whether this works for you. We also have a video on the difference between biodegradable and compostable if you want to learn more about what these terms mean. Next up is ZeroCo. ZeroCo is an Australian-based brand that is committed to reducing plastic waste through its range of refillable household and personal care products made from recycled materials. Their ethos revolves around minimizing environmental impact, supporting local economies, and promoting a circular economy model, making it stand out in the sustainability movement. Now, we actually interviewed the founder, Mike Smith, on our podcast a while ago, and it's clear the company really cares about its impact and environmental conservation. All of their products are vegan, cruelty-free, plant-based, palm oil-free, or sourced sustainably, and grey water safe. As for their refillable laundry detergent, you can order the laundry liquid combo, which is 42 Australian dollars for a once-off or $39 for a subscription, and includes this 2x2 liter reusable refill pouch, plus the empty forever bottle, which is made out of ocean, beach, and landfill plastic waste. Each 2-liter pouch will give you about 80 loads, give or take. And this laundry liquid is actually my preferred option for cloth or reusable diapers. It's one of the few plant-based options that have been tested by a group called Clean Cloth Nappies and actually come out okay. So this really depends on how many kids you have and are in cloth nappies or diapers, how soiled they are, how soft the water is. If you're about to go down this rabbit hole, I'd highly recommend checking out this group on Facebook, as they have a ton of great resources and very clear instruction guides, including how to use stain remover or booster to help get that laundry extra clean. Speaking of which, I have actually obviously tried the ZeroCo fabric soaker and booster for those soiled nappies, soiled cloth diapers, and it does the job. It comes in a combo pack with a container and a scoop for just over 20 Australian dollars, or the refill is $15. So if you're like me, I'd suggest you probably don't really need the container or the scoop. I made the mistake of purchasing the combo when I really could have just used an old jar or container and one of my thousands of scoops that I seem to have accumulated in my laundry already. Anyway, back to the laundry liquid. I can add that it does have quite a strong scent, which is lemon, myrtle, and Australian grey gum. I really like the smell, but it's not your standard chemical smell that many people love for laundry, so it's worth being aware of. And one thing that I will say about this detergent is it's a bit harsher than your other more eco-friendly options. So if you're solving for very low toxicity or sensitivity, or have sensitive skin, you may want to look into this one a little bit more before you commit. I typically don't use this for non-diaper washes. The refill program is one of the best features of buying from this brand, as it's truly low impact from a packaging perspective. You just need to make sure that you order ahead of time so you don't end up having to do an emergency laundry detergent solution run at your local store. Although if you are in Australia, ZeroCo is now selling a lot of these in major supermarkets these days, which has got me out of a few hairy situations. Now I'm conscious that this is an Australian brand and many of you will be watching from the US, so if you want US-based refill providers, try the Greatfill, Common Good or Blueland. Amber, our head of content, has tried these options and can confirm that they're effective at getting the job done. And here's her more detailed thoughts.
At SJ, we love ditching liquids because they inherently are going to require more packaging and it's rarely compostable, which is why I am loving these Blueland laundry detergent tablets. Now, initially you can order them in this really neat and pretty little storage container, after which you're going to get your refills in a paper pouch that's totally backyard compostable. Now, I love them not only because they take up virtually no storage space. An order comes with 60 tablets, so that's 60 loads of laundry in this tiny little tin here. But I also love them because the tablets themselves are the only laundry detergent tablets we've found that are free of polyvinyl alcohol or PVA or PVOH, which is essentially a dissolvable plastic that still has some overall unknown effects on the environment, so we just want to steer clear of that if we can. Super easy to use. Just drop one tablet or two if you have a really large load directly in the drum with your clothes instead of in the detergent dispenser and start the cycle. And then when clothes are looking a little bit dull or dingy, we like to add Blueland's Oxy Laundry Booster Powder to the load as well, and that can also be added directly to the drum. This is essentially just a bleach-free way to lift set-in dirt and stains while also brightening whites and colors alike. Both of these options are totally free of ammonia, chloride, parabens, phthalates, sulfides, any of those nasties we really don't want in our detergents, and they're also EPA Safer Choice, Cradle to Cradle, Leaping Bunny, and USDA Bio-Preferred certified. But if you do prefer liquid laundry detergent soaps, there are plenty of good options out there, one of them being Common Good. Now, despite their name, their refill model is anything but common, though I really wish it were more common. So their liquid laundry detergent works just as well as any conventional one, and the only plastic involved is going to be in the refill pouch that your order will come in. So one of these refill pouches fills the glass bottles that they also sell 2 times, or you can skip the glass bottle altogether and just go straight to using your own jars, bottles, whatever you have on hand. That's totally up to you. Once you're finally emptied with this pouch, all you're gonna do is cut off the little pour stem here, clean it out to where there's no soapy residue inside, and then recycle it with any soft plastics recycling service. You're gonna pour this directly in your detergent dispenser or in the drum if you don't have a detergent dispenser, but before adding your clothes. And then the formula of plant-based enzymes, which does not include any parabens, phthalates, or sulfates, of course, will take care of the rest. Now, only if it would fold my laundry for me. Any certified cruelty-free detergents come in either unscented varieties or in natural earthy scents like lavender, tea tree, or our personal favorite, bergamot. And if you're like me and you really don't like your clothes smelling like you just walked out of a Bath and Body Shop when they come out of the laundry, you'll love these because the natural scents are super subtle and not overpowering. A newer brand on the refill scene is Greatfill, and their philosophy is pretty straightforward: to eliminate single-use plastic by making refilling as accessible and easy as possible. Now, once one of their refill pouches are empty and you collect 5 of them, which can be across any of their cleaning products, not just laundry detergent, you send it right back to the brand for them to clean, sanitize, refill, and send it on to the next customer. So this refill pouch here is the standard size one, and that's going to fill their really nice, durable stainless steel Forever bottle once. But they also have larger bulk pouches, which are going to fill one of these Forever bottles a whopping 4 times, which just kind of reduces how often you need to order it. It's designed to go in your washer's detergent dispenser or again in the drum, and the formula is 100% biodegradable, made in small batches in California, and free of all those nasties we've talked about before, including parabens, phosphates, phthalates, SLS, triclosan, artificial dyes, alcohol, and optical brighteners.
Next up is SuperBee, and this is the last brand that I want to touch on because it has the most innovative product in this category. SuperBee is a family-owned social enterprise from northern Thailand, and it creates a select range of eco-friendly alternatives for everyday products. Their offerings extend from home and kitchen essentials to sort of beauty, care, products, all designed to reduce plastic use and promote environmental sustainability. They're a B Corp, their products carry the GOTS certification, and beyond these efforts and attributes, SuperBee also focus on social contributions, emphasizing women's empowerment and job creation in rural areas. So circling back to this innovative product, this is the HexaWash, a unique eco-friendly laundry detergent alternative that stands out for its chemical-free and zero-waste attributes. So developed during the lockdown of 2020, the Hexawash uses these magnesium pellets that when mixed with water create an alkaline solution that is surprisingly effective at cleaning clothes in both hot and cold washes. It's designed to be gentle on the environment, avoiding the clogging of waterways and reducing irritation to the skin. It's also cost-effective and convenient. It's capable of an impressive 300 washes, which translates to just 16 cents per load for the $49.99 price tag. The truly impressive part of the Hexawash is at the end of its life, you can just compost it in your garden as it's 100% organic, offering a really nice, sustainable end to its life. Perhaps the only drawback is that the Hexawash may not remove stubborn stains without extra treatment, and it also has no scent at all. So I tend to use it for lighter loads that are less dirty, everyday clothes without stains or stubborn grime. And the no scent thing really doesn't bother me, but I know that many love that smell of freshly laundered clothes, so I realize that this could be a hurdle for many people. I have in the past washed with Eco Nuts, which I have here. It's another great option that we haven't covered today, but I found that adding some essential oils did help add some of that lovely scent to the laundered clothes, but even then it wasn't very strong. So this is totally fine with me, but good to be aware of if scent is very important to you. Overall, I really love this idea from SuperBee and this product. I'm thrilled to see the innovation here, and I would love to see more of this from more brands. Why are we not seeing that? I don't know, but I'll leave that thought with you. And that's a wrap today on laundry, detergent, and laundry options. I'll add the links to the resources I mentioned, including links to a bunch of lists with a whole lot more zero waste and low waste eco-friendly laundry detergent options that we recommend. And I'd love to know, do you have any go-to recommendations? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to know, and especially if you're nailing the diaper or nappy game. That is my big thing at the moment. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. I'm Joy from Sustainable Jungle, wishing you a smoother laundry day every day.